All right, sit down, children, because we got a story time to tell. So grab your popcorns, grab your ice cream, and listen. So in the far, far mystical land, there was this little kid named Kavi. And Kavi wanted to become the best archer in his land. And so what Kavi did every single day was he told himself, I'm going to shoot arrows every single day. So he'll go to the field, he'll go to the forest, he'll go to the hay base, and he'll just shoot arrows every single day, just shooting arrows, pop, 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 pop. So then one day, a retired archery, what's her name? I forgot her name, it doesn't matter. But a retired archery came up to Kavi and she asked him, hey, what are your goals? And Kavi told her to shoot arrows every single day. And she just looked at Kavi and thought, you silly, silly little boy. So then she handed Kavi a map. And within this map, it told Kavi that there are 3 national arch tournaments coming up within the next year, and each one based on a specific skill set. She told Kavi, hey, you can shoot with a purpose now, because each one of these tournaments is based on a specific skill set. So one is based on speed, one is based off endurance, and the other one's based on accuracy. What Kavi did now was he had more clarity. He was like, you know what? Okay, I'm not just gonna shoot arrows no more. I actually know what I'm shooting at. And so Mondays, he'll go out and practice speed. Wednesdays, he'll go out and practice accuracy, and Fridays, he'll go out and practice endurance. And so within the next year, when Kavi pulls up to the tournament, he has a lot more confidence now, right? Because throughout that year, he knew what he was actually shooting towards, right? He wasn't just shooting arrows, bop, 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 right? He understood that shooting arrows was the tool, and the actual goal was to develop these certain skills to become an archer. I want you guys to reflect on that story, take a minute, and think about what the message of that story was. I'll give you a minute, go. Okay, the minute's over. So the thing is, with a lot of people in their life, there's 2 problems here, right? One is that they're not specific with their goals, and 2 is that a lot of people mistake the tools as the actual goal. There's tools to get into a goal, and there's the actual goal itself. An example is a lot of people be like, oh, I want to meditate more. But the thing is, meditation is not the actual goal. Meditation is a tool to actually help you get to somewhere. What are you meditating on? An example is, I want to scale my business to $10,000 a month. And the reason why I meditate is so that I can have a clear and focused mind. You know what I'm saying? That's a good example of how the tool can actually help you for your overarching goal. Because a lot of people, again, they mistake the tool as the goal itself. And I used to fall victim to this all the time when it came to not being specific with my goals or mistaking the tools for the actual goals itself. I know, like, for years, I used to be like, oh, I want to release music. But it's like, motherfucker, when? You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't specific on when I'm doing it, how I'm going to do it, but the genre, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I will just talk out of my ass and not have a clear and defined plan. And a lot of people do this, right? A lot of people, they be like, oh, I want to get good at running. Motherfucker, don't piss me off, right? Be specific, because if you're specific about your goals, then first of all, it gives you more clarity. You actually have more confidence in actually accomplishing it, because when you are more specific about your goals, and I'll tell you how you can be more specific about your goals, but when you're more specific about your goals, then you're clearly able to see how you will accomplish it. So instead of saying, oh, I want to become a better runner, say something like, I want to be able to run a mile under 5 minutes. 5 minutes is a stretch. Holy shit, that's like Olympian. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to become a better runner under 7 minutes or something like that, right? Just being super specific about the actual goal. I know one time I was on a call with a dude. He said, I want to do 4 hours of deep work a day. Okay, cool. Deep work is not the goal. Deep work is an aspiration. What are you doing deep work on? What is it that deep work is getting you to? If it's, I want to do 4 hours of deep work a day so that way I can scale my business to 10,000 figures a month, whatever. That's a good plan. I want to get straight A's this semester, so I do 4 hours of deep work a day. You see how now we're defining the tool and the actual goal and not confusing the tool as the goal? So I want you to now look at the current goals that you have and just reflect on them, right? Are these actual goals? Or are they just tools? And maybe you can even rewrite some of your goals as well. Example, like the whole me wanting to release music, right? Instead of just me saying I want to release music, now I'm rewriting it to saying I want to release music by September of this year, and the way I'm going to do this is blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Just being specific with it. And now here's the second solution. The way you can become more specific with writing goals is by there's 2 systems that I use. One is called SMART goals, and the other one is called the GPS strategy. With SMART goals, you guys have probably heard it all over the place. If you haven't, I'll be surprised. But here's a chart of what SMART goals is. It's basically a way to be specific on your goals by making sure that they're measurable, meaning that you're able to measure your progress, making sure that it's within a certain time frame. So knowing how long it is it till that you want to accomplish it, and making sure that you're specific. So like maybe it includes like having numbers and stuff. Don't just say I want to make more money. Be specific by saying I want to make X amount of income. I want to make $5,000 a month or something, right? Like just being more specific. And now once you are able to define what your goal is and that it's realistic enough to accomplish it within a certain time frame, this is when I want to introduce to you guys the GPS strategy. And this is a strategy that I got from Ali Abdaal. And what it is basically taking your goal and putting it in a system to where you actually are going to accomplish it. And so the G stands for goal, which we did that in the SMART goals, right? The P is for plan. So these are the 3 things that you're going to do to get to your actual goal. So example, my goal will be I want to have 100,000 subscribers on YouTube by December of 2025, right? That's the goal. Very specific, measurable. Now the P, the plan, is going to be the 3 things that I'm going to do to get there. So, and you just want to keep it at 3 things, right? If you want to keep it as simple as possible. The 3 things I'm going to do is I'm going to script a video, I'm going to edit a video, I'm going to upload a video. Boom. That's it. Those are the 3 things I'm going to do. The S is the system. Now with these 3 things that I'm going to do, I'm going to put it in a system, which is a day-by-day thing that I'm going to do every single day to make sure that I accomplish the task to get to my overarching goal. So again, 2 strategies, the SMART goals one, which it's going to help you define your actual goal, and then the GPS strategy, which is to actually create a system to where you're actually going to accomplish it. So again, look at the goals that you currently have, and if there's some bitch-made goals, you better rewrite them, because we want to make sure that we're actually going to accomplish these goals, or at least be confident in them. These are all things that I do mention in my course that I am working on. Link is in the description to get early access. I'm not done just yet, but it is on its way. If you guys want to see much more in-depth ways of how to be more productive in your everyday life and develop a better work ethic, again, link is in the description to get early access, but let's continue. So again, don't mistake the tools for the actual goals. Be able to clearly know what is a tool that's going to help you get to your actual goal, and be specific with your goals by using the SMART goal system and the GPS system. Setting goals, right? Sometimes it takes a while, but again, it's worth it in the long run because you actually know what you're working towards. So just do the work right now, do the long reflections right now to actually help yourself in the future. Hunnid, stay Hunnid with yourself.